And right away, Wasim Williams gets out to a good start, followed by Jalen Jones. He hands off to Michael O'Hara. Michael O'Hara breaks the stagger on Qatar, and they are way ahead there. And he blazes into the turn with Noah Lyles giving chase. And he is about to hand off to Joaquin Williams. Fell in the 400-meter hurdles, but he has a wide lead at this point, and Jamaica is way ahead, and they're in control. Followed closely by Taylor McLaughlin. And the Japanese athlete, Yamaki, is in third place, and the Bahamas in fourth. Here's Joaquin Williams. Comes off the turn, and he's running really strong. McLaughlin being caught by the Japanese athlete, Yamaki. And he hands off to Martin Manley. Clear lead there. And Ryan Clark, the silver medalist. So you have the gold medalist and silver medalist in first and second place. The Japanese athlete, Yu, in third place. And Manley is in firm control of this race. You have Japan, USA, Jamaica, USA, and Japan. Those are your three top. And Manley looking really strong. Here comes Ryan Clark giving chase. But Michael Manley will have none of it. Martin Manley wins this race for Jamaica. Ryan Clark second for the United States. And Kaisi Yu from Japan finishes third.
Well, Manley have the confidence to ease down, but despite that, they have broken the world.
Now it's becoming a trend for Nigerian athletes to participate in most of the events, talking about IAAF outside Nigeria, and at the end of the day, they will return medalists. I've got two guests in the house today to discuss this issue, how the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, AFN, can stem this. I have Kayode Thomas. He is a member of Athletics Federation of Nigeria, and of course Yemi Olusi. Also, she is a renowned reporter. She has been covering athletics for a very long time. She works with the National Mirror. I'll start with Kayode. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yemi, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's start from this particular one, talking about the Youth Championship. It ended, of course, on Sunday, and Team Nigeria returns without a single medal. Kayode, you were in Ukraine. What happened?
Well, let me say I didn't travel to Ukraine with the team.
Okay.
I was supposed to, but I didn't go. But if you look at the team, it was a bunch of school children who were going out for the first time.
Okay.
And most of the time, because we don't have a marriage of education and sports in Nigeria,
Okay.
they have to go to school, write exam, and all that and all that. So in so many ways, their training were disrupted. But if you also look at the team, I wouldn't say we failed totally.
Okay.
Because some of the athletes, they made it to the final. Some of them ran new personal bests. And I could just liken this team to the Brazilian team that came for the 2009 Under-17 World Cup.
Okay.
I mean, they were here, they didn't do anything, they didn't win anything. But a few years later, you could see one of them leading Brazil to beat Spain in the finals of the Confederation Cup. So I have a lot of hope in this team that by the time they are out of secondary school, when they have proper training, it could be one of the best in the world.
Okay, so you're saying that we have so many positives to take away from the championship?
Oh, a lot.
Okay, now, if you check the overall performance of the athletes, some of them got to the finals. We know the last one in France, we actually got to 3 finals in an event, and this one 4 finals in the event. Is that an improvement, and how can we even improve on this one? You talked about Nigeria not having education and marine sport together, and for the fact that most of the athletes who went were very young. So how do you now address this trend of you having the athletes find they're young? How can they improve on this performance?
If you look at the way athletics is,
Okay.
the season ends by September.
Yes.
And from September to January, you're supposed to do build-up. And it is this build-up that will carry you till the end of the season. But most of these athletes, they were not able to do build-up because they have to go to school for exam, come back to camp, they have to write WAEC, do this and that. So in so many ways, it is why they are build-up. So they don't have that strength to really go all the way. That's why you see when in the early runs, they will run, for example, they will run 10-1.
Okay.
The next race, they will run 10-6
Yes.
because the strength is not there. But you see, if you look at countries that have been able to succeed in this thing, it's a country where the school calendar allows you to participate in sport, which we don't have in Nigeria. So for us to actually get to the next level, we need to have a marriage of
the school and of course
and
competition,
sports,
everything together, and that's the only way.
Yes.
Okay, Yemi, you've been covering athletics for a very long time. I mean, you were with them in Warrior. I know that you have the likes of a Divine Oduduru. That's an athlete who people actually felt will give us a medal, and she actually had a personal best of 21.31 seconds in the 200 meters event. Is there any bright future?
I think so, because so far with this personal best which he has set, that's the fastest leading time, you know, in the country right now. That means it's run faster than the senior athletes.
Yes. That's
so I think with this, that's the major positive I can see from this competition, because it's shown that there is some hope, you know, for up and coming athletes, and that they're there to fill in when the older athletes retire. So I think it's an improvement, and it inspires hope.
Okay, now when you were in Warri, you know, you had so many athletes who performed so wonderfully well. People were thinking these are medal awful. Were you disappointed that they came up without nothing?
Not exactly, but I would have expected that we would get to more finals. Like the 100
not
meters,
just 4.
You know, men and women, because these are events that have been considered to be our strong areas. So at least I expected more finals: 100 meters men, women, 400 meters men, you know, and all of that. So I wasn't disappointed, but I would have expected a better position than 30th, you know, on the table.
Which is so low.
Yeah, because for example, Kenya placed second on the table.
Ethiopia number 1.
Ethiopia third, because it's the African countries, you know. And I mean, they are
South
smaller.
Africa were also on the medal table.
Yeah, in comparison. America was even 5th. These African countries beat America to 5th position. So I would have expected something better than 30th, actually.
Okay, now you've been covering athletes, of course, you established that earlier. These doping cases, you know, when an athlete actually performs so wonderfully well, you know, getting a world record and all that, do you still feel that enthusiasm to really want to cover when you know at the end of the day the result might just be tainted?
Well, it's really sad, you know. It's a sad development for the sport, because right now, these revelations coming a few weeks to the World Championships is really not good. It's cast a shadow, more or less.
Championship.
Yeah, but I think regardless of that, you know, athletes still work hard. Some of them do their best, and at the end of it, I believe they'll still reap the results. But such things, you know, like these doping cases are really not good, because these are the big names,
of course,
you know, Powell, Tyson, who has done the fastest time over 100 meters, you know, this year. So, I mean, it's really not good for the sport.
That's a good one. Okay, Kayode, before I'll let you go now, Commonwealth Games is coming up, and of course, the World Athletics Championship in Moscow. That's just next month. What's AFN doing to ensure that at least we return, even if it's just half medal?
Well, let me assure you that we will not come back from Moscow with half a medal.
Okay, now our medal hope is usually Blessing or Kagbari.
Well, it's not just Blessing or Kagbari.
Okay.
We have the 4x4 men relating and the women
and
team.
who are the men? Because there's this problem of with getting the guys to actually do the 100 meters, 200 meters, and 4x100 meters.
Well,
do we have any name now we can say can give us a medal in World Athletics Championship?
Well, I think Blessing has what it takes to win.
Apart from Blessing, I'm looking at the boys now, the guys, the men.
Well, in the last few years, our men have not been doing
so well.
Fantastically well. Okay. But you see, they have a very good chance in the 4x men relay.
Okay.
And basically,
who are the men we're looking at? Because it's August, just next month.
We have Noah Aku.
Okay, Noah Aku.
Yeah, he's good and he's been training very well. We have Abayomi.
Okay.
And some other guys that I believe that with the right...
the 4x100 meters.
No, the 4x100 they've not qualified.
Okay.
But I'm talking about the 4x4 men.
4x4 men. Okay.
Yes. And the women too.
Okay.
I think we have a
very good chance of getting medal in just those 2 events. So we're expecting 2 medals from Moscow, right?
Then even the 4x1 women too. Okay. They also have a very good chance.
Okay.
You know the way it works in the relay is that if you can pass the baton around, you have to be very fast. If you can pass the baton around fast, you could medal.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Okay, definitely before the World Championship, before the World Championship in August, we might just have you guys again in the studio. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.